cloud storage for free as a welcome offer. Aims to double Jio's revenue and EBITDA in 3 to 4 years.
Mukesh Ambani says Reliance Retail will double its business in the next 3 to 4 years. The company is now among the top 5 in the world in number of stores.
The new energy business will be the new jewel in Reliance's crown, says Mukesh Ambani. Will set up a multi-gigawatt electrolyzer by 2026. Expects new energy to deliver earnings like O2C business in the next 5 to 7 years.
With an eye on embedding innovative technical business and another on powering India in green and clean energy, Reliance Chairman Mukesh Ambani laid out the conglomerate's roadmap at their 47th Annual General Meeting. Here are the highlights.
I firmly believed that you are the backbone of Reliance, and that you deserve a substantial reward from time to time as your company grows from strength to strength. I have supreme confidence in the robust performance and the bright future growth prospects of all our businesses. Based on this confidence, I would like to share some good news with you today. At 1:45 p.m. today, has sent a notice to the stock exchanges that the Board of Directors will meet on the 5th September to consider issuing bonus shares in the ratio of 1:1. With the success of our Atmanirbhar efforts, we are accelerating India's transformation into a deep tech nation. Reliance spent over 3,643 crores in the financial year 24 towards R&D, taking our spend on research to over 11,000 crores in the last 4 years alone. We have more than 1,000 scientists and researchers working on critical research projects across all our businesses. Jio users will get up to 100 GB of free cloud storage to securely store and access all their photos, videos, documents, and all other digital content and data. And we will also have the most affordable prices in the market for those needing even higher storage. We plan to launch the Jio AI Cloud welcome offer starting Diwali of this year, bringing a powerful and affordable solution where cloud data storage and data-powered AI services are available everywhere.
The Jio Home app is your personal control center, letting you manage everything in your home, from your Wi-Fi to your smart devices with just a few taps. Big top priority. Jio Home app includes features like malware detection and guest Wi-Fi management, keeping your home net and secure.
We opened 1,840 new stores this year, bringing our total to 1,836 stores, with a retail space of 79 million square feet in total. With the strong foundation we have built, I am confident that we will achieve our goal of doubling our retail business in the next 3 to 4 years.
Well, that is the big headline, right? Double Reliance Industries in size before the end of this decade, and double Reliance Jio's EBITDA and revenues and Reliance Retail's revenues in the next 3 to 4 years. And just to put that in context of the kind of growth we're talking about, the size we're talking about, now Reliance Industries on a consolidated basis had revenues of over 10 lakh crore rupees, and we're talking about doubling that before the turn of this decade. Reliance Jio had revenues of 10,000 crore rupees, margins of more than 52%, double that in 3 to 4 years, and Reliance Retail has 30,000 crore rupees. So, true to form, this time the Reliance AGM has set the vision, and the vision is to grow, become bolder, bigger, and target aggressive growth. We have with us a panel of experts to decode, the intricacies of Reliance's AGM this time. Sunny Agarwal of SBI Securities is with us. Prakash Diwan, market expert, also joining in, and Dhruba Purkayastha of CEEW. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining in. Prakash, your quick words first. For value unlocking, the street was awaiting perhaps it will come in via the IPO route for Reliance Retail and Jio. But instead, while Mukesh Ambani, the chairman, has not touched upon that, he has set out bold and big targets. Do you think there are enough catalysts in this Reliance, in the 47th AGM? And then take us through what stood out for you.
So, Rima, as you rightly said, while the IPO roadmap hasn't been touched upon, what seems to be the strategy is to make Reliance Jio much bigger, much more, stronger, and much future ready before you talk about any IPO plans. So, if we leave the announcement on the aspiration to double EBITDA and profits in the next 3 to 4 years, look at what investments are going into it. Look at which direction the investments or resources are being applied. You are talking about making it a deep tech company, making AI so accessible, getting into data centers to support this, running these data centers through green energy. I mean, there's a host of things that revolve around the Jio bandwagon before it gets future ready. Now, all it does is, this will not make, my take is, if I were waiting for the Jio IPO to happen in some form, in some kind of timelines, I'm willing to wait if these investments make it even a bigger bet. So it's very clear that from that 10 lakh crores, you could probably be seeing it catapulted to probably double the size. But I think it's an excellent roadmap for what transformative changes that are likely to happen. The key takeaway is the green energy business seems to be real and just around the corner. I mean, if you're talking about electrolyzer capacities, if they're talking about solar modules being made by end of this year, it's just a matter of a few months before you'll start seeing some of these things roll out. So I think it's very clearly an AGM that has the set of announcement that has made all of those aspirations which were outlined in the couple of previous AGMs to be reality in a much quicker way. So, that's the beauty. The scale is phenomenal, and of course now you also have the bonus issue to kind of celebrate in terms of at least 10%, 9% of the capital reserves getting capitalized. So all in all, I think it's a wonderful way to look at the business in a very different, scaled up, future ready way.
That's right. So future-ready business is being created, Prakash, and of course, the 75,000 crore rupees of new energy investment and update has been given, and one particular highlight of this is also that the new energy business in 5 to 7 years can scale up akin to O2C kind of business and the earnings there. Sunny, what stands out for you when we talk about the Reliance Industries AGM and the forward-looking statements and the vision stated by Mukesh Ambani?
Hi, good afternoon. I think the most standout factor was clarity on growth for the new energy business. So a lot of clarity has been given individual sector-wise what will happen on CBG side, whether it is a solar PV side, green hydrogen, BESS, and at the same time, the most important point was the profitability of the new energy business will be similar to O2C business, which is currently at close to 60,000 crore rupees EBITDA. So I think in the next 5 to 7 years, this new energy business will start contributing north of 50,000 crore of EBITDA. So in a nutshell, what I feel is that for the next 3 to 4 years, maybe telecom and the retail business will grow at a 20% CAGR in terms of profitability. And that will drive the overall growth of the entire Reliance as a consolidated entity. And post that, a new energy will take the baton and will start contributing to the growth. So maybe at the overall company level, oil and gas and O2C may remain a kind of a low single-digit kind of growth. Telecom as well as retail may profitability. In overall, on a consolidated basis, maybe 12 to 13% kind of PAT CAGR is something which we can look at for Reliance over the period of next 3 to 4 years. And post that, new energy business will take the baton and will start contributing aggressively in terms of growth.
Dhruva, come in. Assess the new energy aspiration laid out by the chairman, Mukesh Ambani. Do you think it's a bit aggressive? Or even if it's aggressive for Reliance Industries, it's possibly, realistic, because they've shown in the past that what seemed to be impossible, they've made it possible. So how would you assess this goal they've set out for green energy to make it as profitable, to have that kind of earnings growth in the next 5 to 7 years as O2C?
Thank you. I think you said it all. Reliance has a track record of making a lot of impossible from a scale point. And let me just take on what I heard very intensely on the new energy business. It is really, really heartening and encouraging to think value chain, and what I call the clean energy value chain, has been covered in this AGM, and Mukesh Ambani has referenced each parts of the value chain. Let me just kind of detail this out a little. It is not only solar, it has got biogas, it's got coal gasification, it's got electrolyzers, it's got everything around, and green hydrogen and the entire value chain. Where it resonates with us at CEW is basically on the angle that we are taking today in our research and policy advisory. We happen to be India's leading policy think tank on these lines, is like securing the fuels of the future. And this is exactly where these investments are coming in terms of, I would say, the scale at which Reliance operates, essentially driving costs down when green hydrogen and subsequent value chain additions will become a reality. See, look at India being in fuel shortage, and that's what we have. Are not coming out of what is there. You're not in a geographically locked situation that whether you have oil or not, and coal is shifting gradually. But at the same point of time, I was encouraged to see coal gasification over there. It may be a transition element. So the entire value chain, I would expect it to drive of green hydrogen, compressed biogas, the entire green value chain, and it can even lead to exports of green hydrogen, which can happen in the form of liquid ammonia. Highly encouraging to see the scale of investments. I'll stay out. There are a lot of market experts here. I'm not commenting on how it will hit its bottom line, EBITDA, and multiples of how it will get treated in the market. Yes, it is that India needs on becoming an Atmanirbhar Bharat. So I'll pause here. Thank you.
Right. Dhruva, hold on to your thoughts. Lots more to discuss on this, because the entire vision also articulates various pieces of the entire renewable energy ecosystem. And especially when Mukesh Ambani said that to make this more predictable by round-the-clock renewable energy and also battery storage. So those are very critical pieces where he articulated the vision, which is already underway. But gentlemen, hold on to your thoughts. Lots more to discuss on Reliance Industries AGM announcements right after this short break.
With Jio 5G, we are renewing our promise to build a brighter and more inclusive digital future.
Jio Bharat is a gateway to digital independence for those who can't afford smartphones.
Jio Platforms wants to lead the effort in developing India-specific artificial intelligence models. Reliance Retail is the only Indian retailer in the global top 100 and one of the fastest growing retailers in the world.
We will continue to play a pivotal role in creating employment opportunities.
Integration of energy storage with wind and solar power generation is critical. We are well on our way to prove this integration.
We gather here at the Paris Olympic Games 2024 to bring India to the Olympics and to bring the Olympics to India.
Transforming Reliance into a deep tech company with advanced manufacturing capabilities in three seminal ways. First, we are embedding innovative technologies in every single business to generate ever greater value for our customers. Second, our talented engineers and scientists are incubating several critical technological innovations in-house to enhance our product and service offerings. And third, we have built an AI-native digital infrastructure for all Reliance businesses and have built our software stack integrating end-to-end workflows and real-time dashboards. With the success of our Atmanirbhar efforts, we are accelerating India's transformation into a deep tech nation. Reliance spent over 3,643 crores in the financial year 24 towards R&D, taking our spend on research to over 11,000 crores in the last 4 years alone. With Jio 5G, we are renewing our promise to build a brighter and more inclusive digital future.
Jio Bharat is a gateway to digital independence for those who can't afford smartphones.
Jio Platforms wants to lead the effort in developing India-specific artificial intelligence models. Reliance Retail is the only Indian retailer in the global top 100 and one of the fastest growing retailers in the world.
We will continue to play a pivotal role in creating employment opportunities.
Integration of energy storage with wind and solar power generation is critical. We are well on our way to prove this integration.
We gather here at the Paris Olympic Games 2024 to bring India to the Olympics and to bring the Olympics to India.
Welcome back. You're still with us on this special broadcast where we decode 47th Reliance Annual General Meeting. Now, Prakash, Diwan, we were discussing the various aspects of the AGM announcement. Now, it looked like a large part of the announcement as well as the speech by the chairman was heavily tilted towards technology, and especially the latest technology of deep tech as well as artificial intelligence. Now, certain big announcements that were really made in the case of AI Cloud and the bumper offering around Diwali time. Apart from bonus, that's a bumper Diwali bonanza for Jio customers. And on the other hand, also the ambitious targets of Jio Air Fiber, 1 million homes in 30 days, besides many other aspects that were really laid out. What do you make of AI thrust and the digital as well as a technological thrust?